And then as we kind of look to fit this in part of a larger portfolio, assuming the folks are more like me, where it's, hey, it's a part, maybe you don't, it's not your focus, but you want to have it, you like the idea of the technology. How would someone who wants exposure to the industry go about getting it in the best way?
Yeah. So of course it is very individual and we don't give personalized investing advice. Now, broadly speaking, with biotech investing, you're really looking for those long tail wins. And it can be really hard to figure out which ones are going to end up being the successful moonshot, if you're not a scientist who has an edge over other investors in understanding this technology and the industry and the competitive edge that, maybe CRISPR editing versus base editing might bring. And even then, you can still be wrong because clinical trial outcomes can be very surprising. So for someone like me who does not bring that real, science expertise, I am going to go for a diversified basket approach. So I want to have exposure to all of these different gene editing stocks that could take off while minimizing my downside. I don't want to put all my eggs in my top ranked stocks basket because I want to make sure I have access to all the possible winners. So, I think we've talked, a lot at the Fool about Cathie Wood's ETFs. I think her genomic ETF, it holds all three of these stocks, plus a whole lot of other ones, including more traditional genomic stocks like Invitae and Intellia. It also includes some of those stocks that are even earlier on, like Beam Therapeutics with base editing that we've talked about. That's, it's preclinical still. So, I like to look at what she's doing because I think she's really smart in terms of biotech investing. Her company, ARK Investments, owns almost 14% of CRISPR Therapeutics as of March 15th. ARK Investments owns 15% of Editas as of April 6th. ARK Investments owns 16.5% of Intellia as of March 31st. So she is certainly taking a basket approach. I don't think I'm smarter than her. So I think I will be taking a basket approach. So you could look to the genomics ETF. You could just buy equal amounts of CRISPR, Editas, and Intellia outright. But I think the bottom line is whatever you do, you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket, no matter how risky of an investor you are. To ensure success, you're going to want exposure to more than one, definitely. But I'll see what Brian has to say too.
Yeah. The other thing is, these companies are, while they do have some overlap in like, let's say beta thalassemia and sickle cell disease, they're also going after different indications where they won't be competing with each other. So I see no problem with buying all three of them, and I think that's probably a smart move if you believe in CRISPR and you're willing to take the risk of a still somewhat unproven technology. I think that taking a basket approach makes a heck of a lot of sense.